If you're studying calculus for the first time, then you're probably wondering, what is calculus? And why do people seem to want me to learn this stuff? And even if you've taken calculus before, if you've studied it before, there's a pretty decent chance that you still don't really have a good understanding of what calculus is or what it's used for, why you should use it. Um, Maybe you do understand that it's foundational for modern science, and that's true. But I want to give you some specific ideas about why calculus was developed and how you can use it now. So first of all, um, calculus was really developed in the 1600s and the 1700s mostly, and the main problem that it focused on initially, from my understanding, is motion. So back in those days, people were very interested in how the Earth, the Moon, the planets, the Sun moved around, and no one had ever really understood those things before. And so people really wanted to be able to make predictions about how those bodies moved around in the sky. Um, when there would be eclipses, for example, they wanted to be able to explain those things. So that was one big motivation. Now we also are really concerned about motion through space, but now we're sending stuff out into space like satellites and space vehicles. Um, as we send things out into space, we want to be able to analyze very closely, very precisely how they will move around through space based on gravitational pull, a wide variety of other things. But we want to know what path they will take. We want to be able to talk about the speed that they're traveling, their acceleration, and things like that. So motion is huge. Another thing that people cared about a lot was light, which people care about now too. But at that time, people really wanted to know about how light bounces off of lenses when it hits lenses. This was important for developing, of course, glasses, also telescopes and microscopes. So how does light hit a lens and then bounce off? So we've got motion and light. And then a third thing that I want to mention is gravitational pull of three-dimensional objects. So how do the Earth and the Moon and the Sun and other bodies, if gravity is something real, how do these bodies interact with each other through gravity? And that's related to volume. And so all of these things were used really to develop the machinery of calculus. Since that machinery was developed, it's been used on many other things. It's used to describe a lot of things in physics and in biology, in chemistry, in economics. But it started out fairly simple, just centered around a few specific ideas. So we're going to start out this semester looking at motion. And really, these ideas aren't too hard to grasp. As long as you've got a decent understanding of algebra and maybe a little trigonometry, you can get calculus. It's not that hard. So I hope you enjoy it, and we'll be getting started soon.